How y'all doing? Conscious Thoughts, King Heart. So what I want to talk about today is talking about your problems. This is something that a lot of people don't like to do, and I guess you could say society kind of pushed that norms, or other men push these norms. But one thing that I do understand is that when you talk about your problems, you relieve stress and life becomes a little bit more easier. See, when we talk about the issue instead of focusing on it, we're not creating it. So what we want to do is get it out. And one thing that I understand about problems or issues that go on in this world is they happen. One thing that I know is that we control our reactions to the situation, you know. So for a problem that's a long-term problem or something that you got to deal with, just know that you can't change it just like that. It's not going to happen just like that. It's going to take time, and time for you to deal with it. But if you know that you can't deal with the situation, then you can't do anything. So move on from it, no matter what. And don't feel bad about it, because stress on the brain could really kill a person. And there's no need for you to stress about something if it's a situation that you cannot change at that exact moment. Certain situations we could change at that exact moment. Certain situations that we deal with, it may not take a moment to cure that. And so what people have to understand is that when a man talks about his problems or speak to somebody about his problems, he's releasing that energy. He's releasing his stress. He's letting them know what's bothering him. He's letting them know what's in his brain and why he's stuck in or stagnant in the place that he's at. And once he releases that, now he can move again. And man, you have to understand that. I'm not saying that you have to go to everybody and express your feelings or tell somebody how you feel. What I'm saying is, if you have somebody that you trust or somebody that you confide in, tell them exactly how you feel. Talk to somebody that will give you good advice. Don't seek advice from somebody that's not even on your level of thinking at that time. What we have to understand is we have to evaluate the people that we are around and see if they are the right people to give us the answers that we're looking for. Most of the time we're not, because we're just looking to have a good time. But when you're looking for a real friend, you're going to look for somebody that you can talk to your issues and they're going to give you positive feedback. And thank God that, or I just want to say that I'm happy that I'm blessed to have the circle of people in my life that install the things in me and say the things to me to keep me going. But also I have my people that I can talk to about any situation that goes on and how to deal with it. And what I love about it is that all of them have a different way of saying how to deal with the problem. And I end up being so happy that I asked them about it so I can deal with the situation head on. So so what I just want to say to you fellas, men, don't be afraid to confide in somebody. Don't be afraid to tell them how you feel. Don't be afraid to cry or break down or show emotion that you never showed anybody. Remember, we have a lot to do in this world. We have a lot of pressure on us, and I understand that. So we have to be able to release things, because if we can't work and move and we're stagnant and we're sitting and we're being depressed, then life is just passing us by. And then the more and more you start to lose things. So I just want to motivate you to talk about your problems. Be able to move and walk swiftly and walk with your head up and know who you are as a man. All right, this is King Harp signing off.